This is Nick from BDGE Sports, aka Gut. All right, you always trust a man who's named Gut. We're going to go with our gut this weekend. We're going to follow him, but I got to be honest with you, Nick. Why did I just call it? I just said your name was Gut.
Listen,
okay, I got to be honest.
That's fine.
You,
it's okay. Let's keep it rolling.
I've tailed you. I've okay. Seen your plays. I am dead broke.
Yeah, listen, it happens.
But we're gonna turn it around this weekend, right?
Yeah, 100%. Got to.
Okay.
Got to.
Good.
Listen,
Good.
last weekend we made some money. Last weekend we went up, if I'm not mistaken, we went up 10 units last week. So last weekend was a good weekend for us. The boys were rolling in full steam. The only person in the office that went down was Jack from Snapback. He went down like a few thousand. And I was like, listen, buddy, you gotta get on the wave. We're out here putting out plays for you guys.
And guess who we tailed last weekend?
Yeah, Jack is.
Jack.
Yep,
So that was perfect. So we're going to need you to be sharp. All right. You owe it to us. But real quick, if you guys are watching this and you want the best bets, make sure to like, subscribe, and go download Pikkit Sports. It is the best app if you want to do line shopping because you don't have to do it. If you have Pikkit Pro, it does it for you. And trust me, those little lines, those arbitrages, they make the difference. Okay. Money, it's not just money. We need it bad. Okay, we might not even make it to the end of the season if Gut does not come through on this episode, but I can guarantee it. I'm putting my money on it. Gut, you work for BDGE Sports, okay? You got to explain. How did you get this job? What is it? And why aren't more people following you? Because they need to.
Yeah, listen, so BDG, we're Big Dogs Gotta Eat is what it stands for. We're started as a fantasy football company. My boss started it about 10 years ago now. He's run it for himself for most of the time. Got about the past 4 or 5 years, got some guys on. I got onto the team about a year and a half ago now. Time's flying by. And I came on, and I originally started as the editor behind the scenes. I wasn't on camera all the time. Did a few like trivia things here and there, but I really got into the betting scene a little over that. So I started like the big betting scene right before I got into BDG. So it was always a passion of mine. And then the BDG kind of gave me that platform to start really taking things to the next level. And I started creating my own content, started on TikTok and started rolling from there. We're now up to like 44K on there and doing bets every single day there. Twitter now is the same thing. And since partnering with you guys, now we're on Pikkit. Everything's on Pikkit all the time. And we're rolling, baby. We're in full steam. So it was awesome to be able to get the job from Nick straight out of college. I actually started working while I was in college. So I was doing like full-time job while in college, which was tough in and itself. And was able to balance that and find my way through there. So I was lucky enough to get the opportunity, and now we're rolling full steam. Just
big
making plays and
gotta eat. I love that.
Love
man.
it.
That is
it.
I was like BDG, but Big Dogs Gotta Eat. Well, listen, Big Dogs Gotta Eat. That is a high name to live up to. All right. So if I look at your Pikkit calendar right now, we look in green, we look in red. Just be honest, because I will text Parnav and we will look at it. Whether you
it is
like
green.
It or not.
As of right now, it is green. We're out right now. The beginning of the month, it was scary. We had some scary hours. Last weekend saved us a good amount. Killed it in college football. Killed it again on Sunday. Monday we do good too. So we've been rolling. NBA's been great too. I can't lie. NBA's been in full swing as well, and the NBA Cup was fun to watch last night too. So
well, listen, I'm not going to bottle you up. If you got bets, if you got winners, not just bets, if you got winners, we need to hear them.
Yeah, no, of course. So. Listen, I got for Sunday for NFL. We'll rock with that because, again, time frame's always the best. Give guys time to look at the slate a little bit. I'm betting on a guy that a lot of people don't like this week. I like Calvin Ridley, over 54.5 receiving yards. And I love it for this reason and this reason why. One, D-Hop's now out of the offense, right? He's become the focal point of this offense. As we saw last week, Will Levis struck him on a post route for about 30 yards. I think we're going to see more of that going forward. He's seeing a 32% target share compared to his only 20% target share in the first 6 weeks of the season. Obviously, his targets have all gone up, but he's caught more targets comparatively to the past few seasons. So 23 of 41 targets since week 7 have been caught compared to only 9 of 27 in the first few weeks. So we're getting a little bit of value here and playing a Minnesota defense that has been very susceptible to big passing days as they allow the 6th most passing yards so far this season at 231.9 per game. Obviously, we all know the Titans are going to be down in this game, and you would have to think they will be. So I think they're going to be slinging the rock a lot. I think Levis is going to have to let it loose, and Ridley's looks unstoppable right now. So taking him at 54.5 receiving yards feels fantastic, even though it's probably going to be an unpopular pick among NFL fans who don't think the Titans are good.
Good. I like unpopular. That is where the money is made. All right.
Exactly.
I'm sick of going with the public because guess what? 100%. I am the public and I am broke. Those are two sentences that equal each other out right there. I'm telling
100%.
you. It's been brutal. Okay, let me match you with the pick, all right? You said something very interesting. You said that I've been up on college football. So we need to hear some of the pick this weekend because that is crazy. But I got a pick for you. So I'm biased. I'll be honest with you. I just want to be upfront so you can trust me. Okay, I'm a trustable face.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
Here we go. So Texas, I have a lot of money on them. This weekend they play Arkansas, okay? Arkansas is not good. They are so average in the SEC, and I know your wheels are already turning. You're thinking he's going to take Texas. No, all right? This is going to be a 2-pick, well, kind of. I'm taking the over in this game, all right? The over is simple. Arkansas, they're going to score. They know how to score, but they don't know how to stop the ball from being scored on them, which is great for us. And as long as Sark isn't doing anything dumb, Quinn goes out, he has some confidence, especially after last weekend. They put up 49 on the board. I'm taking that over, and I think it hits by halftime. And that is my play. I'm giving you full confidence. I'm placing money. I'm also placing money on this pick in this game because listen, it's more of a risky play. So if you don't like crazy risk, but this is the industry we're in, don't take this one. I'm going to take Arch Manning 2 touchdowns in this game because I also think Texas kind of blows them out.
I
think
early.
In the fourth quarter, I think Texas runs up the score. And yeah, you could take Arch to throw one. That's fine. That's you might as well just go play roulette. But if you want to stack the money high, 2 touchdowns. Those are my picks. So, but just for what we're building right now, because I already like where we're at. Arkansas, Texas over. Back to you.
Yeah, no. Listen, I love that pick. Arkansas has been a revolving door recently. And I think that Texas needs to just build the confidence as they're going into deeper in their schedule here. So I like the play. Bias aside, I get where you're coming from. Listen, I'm going to give you a little bit of bias myself. I'm a Clemson fan. Listen, all of my family's from South Carolina area. Grew up, have a house right about 5 minutes away from there. So my sister went there. Big Clemson family, right? And I like where Cade Klubnik is at right now. And you can get him right now plus money to get 2.5 passing touchdowns. Getting 3 passing touchdowns, he's done this all season. He's crushed this line all season, and now he's playing a Pitt defense that on paper looks better than they really are when you're watching the games. Listen, this Pitt defense has given up over 3 passing touchdowns in 3 separate games. You think that they're not going to give it up to Cade, where this Clemson team just lost to Louisville not too long ago. They need to keep bouncing back and winning. Right now, they are second in the ACC behind SMU, which is insane when you think about it because there's no more of the divisions, no more nothing. Clemson needs to keep winning games in big ways. They put up over 40 points. They were on a stretch before Louisville where they put up over 40 points in about 4 straight games. I think they get back to that. The offense got rolling again last week. Phil Maffa on the ground is doing great on the ground game. I think they complement that back with Cade. 2.5 passing touchdowns feels fantastic. I'm going to rock that all day.
I don't like that play. I love that play. I'm locking it in right now. And I just want our audience to know this is the first time I met Gut. This is the first time, okay? We've known each other 5 minutes. Feel this energy? We're hitting this weekend.
If
you're not locking these plays in, then go to work on Saturday and Sunday because that's the only way you're making money. All right? You don't need to be sitting around with your boys watching football because clearly you just don't want it bad enough. But I got a play for you. Okay? But listen, I like college. I suck at the NFL. So I'm going to look to you for the NFL. Okay, so Alabama. This game, it's sticky. Alabama is playing Mercer. I don't even think they have a spread on this game. They do not have a spread on this game.
They don't have any player props either right now.
I was going to take the over, but do they offer this?
They will. They will closer to game time.
Okay, well, whatever that number is, as long as it's not triple digits, we're taking that over. Mercer's 9-1. Okay, they can at least get a field goal in. We need 10 points out of Mercer because Alabama's throwing up 49. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm telling
easy.
you, I love that over, but I don't know the exact line yet because it's so far out there that they don't even know the lines yet. So I'm gonna give you another play real quick. We got Oregon going into Wisconsin, and it's that time of season. You know, it's fall. It's getting late. It's getting gritty. People are injured. Everyone's just looking at that playoff spot. And Oregon, I think they're kind of fraudulent. So like I
Really?
said, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. As for me and my house, I will be taking the money line. Give me the Badgers. Give me Wisconsin. The middle of November, the cold weather's coming in. The vibes are going to be insane. And they're going to play Rock Around, or what is that song called?
Rock Around.
Rock Around. Yeah. They're going to play Rock Around. It's going to be bouncing. And as long as Dan Katz, a.k.a. Big Cat, doesn't tweet that Wisconsin is back or they're going to win, we will be fine. And I think they cover that number. No problem. I think it's going to be a very, very tight game. And I actually think it tilts towards Wisconsin. I think Oregon shakes up the whole college football playoff picture by losing to the Badgers. There's nothing, and it happened. Everyone is like, "Oh man, if you would have just placed money on this team, they were plus 5,000. I could." No one has the. I mean, I would.
No one.
I don't know if
Like,
I said. No one has the. Yeah, no one has the stomach to do it. So I'm gonna do it. That is my pick. But for our parlay, let's just take the points. What do you think? Road favorites are bad in college football.
Off the top of the head, don't love it, but I understand the thinking. If you think they're frauds, then we can rock with it. I'll tell you. I don't like we'll be in this together, ride or die. And we'll make it happen. I think it's plausible. Like I think there's definitely a shot of it happening. I don't think this is like outlandish by any means. Oregon being frauds, I think, is an interesting take, but they've had some close games. Remember the beginning of the season, they almost lost to Idaho, of all teams. So they've had some close games. This could be one where they get a little complacent here before the end of the season and drop one. It could happen. And if they're going to do it, this is a gritty team to do it against. So I don't hate the play by any means, but I'm going to hit you back with one more play, and we'll finish it off here in college football. Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State, playing Northwestern this week. You got to love it. You know, every time they play an underwhelming team, he goes off, right? Beginning of the season, started the season, 92 receiving yards and 120 the following game. And then we go to Michigan State, 83. We go to Iowa, 89. Oregon, he had over 100 receiving yards. And I think he's going to do it here again like he just did against Purdue with 87 receiving yards. His line is at 75.5. He said this in 6 of 9 games this season, averaging 85 yards per game. Northwestern stinks, and we all know it. I think they're going to be up early. Going to be Jeremiah Smith, one-handed catch again, somewhere in the back of the end zone at some point. Him scoring a touchdown, him getting over receiving yards. I think he has a big day here. Absolutely love those two plays.
That is the best sell job I've ever heard. I don't need to hear any more. I love the beginning of he does great against bad teams.
Yeah,
that's the kind of guy
narrative.
I like to put my money on.
Exactly. So you like to bet on the freshman.
You have any NFL picks though? Because I'm gonna hit you with one more, but it's another one you're probably gonna go and get your stomach a little queasy. So I need you to hit me with a banger right now.
Listen, I got you. DK Metcalf over 65.5 receiving yards feels fantastic, right? They're playing the Niners again. This is going to be an interesting game. You always love these kind of close games, divisional games. He caught only 3 of 11 targets last game. So again, you're like, the volume's there. What happened? Well, he had a 52-yard touchdown called back. So that alone takes up 50 yards. And in those 3 catches, he had 48 receiving yards, with a 30-yard catch on top of that. So he's seeing all the deep balls. He's seeing the streaks, everything that you need. He's accounted for 27 of the 64 vertical routes for the Seahawks team when he's been healthy. And that's translating to 42.2% of the deep target share for this team. That's the 4th highest in the NFL. So he's seeing all the target share he needs. And Geno Smith has completed 7 of his 10 passes for 191 yards, 3 touchdowns on vertical routes when he was not in the lineup in week 1. So adding him back into the lineup, Geno's already been cooking. He did it with Jason. He can do it again with DK Metcalf now back in the lineup. And now that Jason proved he can beat guys deep, I think that only help the pressure off of DK now. And the San Francisco team is going to be spread thin here. So I think DK does it once again. He saw the volume before. I think, again, that 1 touchdown reception gets called, and he's smashing this 90+. I think he easily goes over 65.5 here today.
I am locking that in mid-show.
Yeah,
I don't want that number to go up. That was insane. All right, now I'm going to come with you for a pick you probably won't like.
I'll love it. Don't worry.
So I lost $22,000 on Penn State not beating Ohio State. James
that's
Franklin's
tough.
on the 3-yard line, best running back, best line, one of the 5-star best quarterbacks, one of them in the league, and they couldn't get the ball 2 yards in 4 downs. And I don't think it was the team's fault. I think it was a man named James Franklin's fault. And there's a clip of a guy in the stands, and he's looking at James Franklin, and he goes, "Why don't you say it to my face that I'm a bad coach?" And he walks away. James, if you see this somehow, you tell me where to meet you. I'll tell you all your flaws, because you have $22,000 worth of flaws in my book. But as you know where this is going, they are taking on Purdue at Purdue. It is hard to win on the road in November in college football. We've seen that time and time again. The line right now is 28.5. And if you heard that, a half, that's the hook. That's where they get you. Now, everyone's like, Penn State always covers. They do. Penn State's a great covering team. I don't think they have the talent to cover. I know Purdue sucks this year.
Yeah, they're bad.
They are horrible. Okay? I'm telling you, though, if we can get 7 first downs in this game, 7, that's a lot to ask for from Purdue. They are going to run the ball. They're going to run that clock out. Penn State's looking already to the playoffs. They're not too concerned about any big matchups they have, okay? They're going to bench their starters. They're just going to let it run. As long as Purdue can hold, I think they cover that number, okay? As long as we go in halftime and we're not down by 20, we're okay. But I'm taking Purdue on the cover, 28.5 points. James Franklin is our secret weapon in this game. He's the Jerry Jones of Penn State. If he's on that team, they will never win. That is my plays right there.
You set up a good narrative for it, and I can get behind it. Nick Singleton got beat up last game, didn't play the fourth quarter, and most of the third quarter even after his long kick return. So he's beat up. If he doesn't see a lot of tick, they probably won't overplay him because they need him healthy for the playoff. Katron Allen's a good back, but he's not Nick Singleton, in my opinion. So more of a grit and grind, get down and run the clock out. 20.5 is a lot. Purdue stinks, but I think I agree with your narrative there, and I could definitely see Purdue covering that pretty easily.
I just love the differences of how we made our picks. You are all stats. You have everything memorized, and I'm like, James Franklin sucks.
James Franklin blows.
You get him out of there. Those are the plays if you want to get risky. You heard the winning plays right over there, but that is our plays for college football week 10?
It's college football, yeah.
It's so sad. But those are the plays for college football week 11 from Gut, and the NFL plays week 10. There is a game that we play on this show presented by Pikkit Sports. It's called How Many Beers Would You Have to Consume to Place Money on These Bets? Do I need to explain the game, or is it self-explanatory?
I think you got the point across pretty early.
How many beers to take these bets? We got Gut from BDGE Sports. Big dogs got to eat. Here we go. Hannah Cavender to stay with Carson Beck after he got benched.
Man.
How many beers?
I think staying is tough. I got to go 10. I got to be pretty on the edge to take that. I think she's gone. Pretty fast.
Look at that stash, man. 10 beers is you're not even feeling it at 10 beers.
No, probably not, but I'll be buzzed enough to where I can get behind it.
So he's going to be single here pretty soon.
Yeah, 100%. They can't. She just can't. That would kill her image so hard.
All right, the 76ers to win the NBA Finals.
After watching the putrid that I saw last night, I gotta be hammered. Give me 2 24-packs and we're feeling it. 48 beers and I'm in, and I got it locked. I hate the Sixers this year. I hate them so much. I gotta be blacked. I can't do it. Like, I gotta be black.
You counted up. I was like 24. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
but so you're telling me I'm more concerned that you need 48 beers to take the 76ers.
I just hate them this year. They're one of my teams that I'm throwing out early. I don't.
Horrible.
Yeah, and I don't think Nick Nurse gets it done. Bad. Anyway, next.
All right, the Caitlin Clark to shoot under 150 from the women's tee box at Pebble Beach.
Yeah, that's got to be I got to be gone. Like, I can't even be standing at that point. That's a guaranteed L. I'm going to take If I said 48 for the last one, we're gonna go about 60. We're gonna go about a hefty 60. I gotta be like out of my mind.
Drinking multiple
Yeah,
days.
we're gonna
drinking.
need
how many beers to stand in front of her on the side, like on the spectator side of the tee box when she's teeing off.
So for me to get clocked in the head, I'll take about. Jesus, it's got to be about the same. I got to be absolutely gone to be taking that. That's
sorry, Caitlin.
That's tough.
Your golf game has been exposed.
Now, if I were to be taking her to hit a tree, that's easy money. We're free. That's free.
No, that's sober as it gets. That's an 8 a.m. bet.
That's you lock it in as soon as you get up.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe Caitlin get some lessons, and we'll see if you can. I honestly think this is a good idea. If anyone's listening to this and they're like, "That actually is a great bet. Let's go get her playing on the Wynn Golf Course with Patrick Mahomes." I coined that idea, and I will be showing this in court if you guys take it. Next one, we got Jake Paul to knock out Mike Tyson this Friday. How many beers?
I want to be honest. I think only that's tough. 'Cause I've been playing around with this a lot. So I think give me 5, get me moving, and I think I could believe it. I think there's a real chance that happens. It kind of feels a little bit staged too. He's old. I mean, you don't know how much he's got left in the tank. You want to believe it just because he's Mike, but 50 is a hefty age cliff.
But if he catches Jake, I'm concerned. He's still he's a powerful
Jake's
man.
a big guy. Jake's a big guy. We're acting like he's some undersized Floyd type. No, he's a big dude. I think he can eat some punches, and obviously the youth for him is going to be massive in this advantage.
There you have it. 5 beers. Jake Paul to knock out, not beat, knock out Mike Tyson.
Knock out. Yeah,
Next
I'm in it.
We got Boise State to make it to the College Football National Championship. How many beers deep do you have to be to take that bet?
Do I believe in the miracle of Ashton Genty? It would so depend on their schedule, but I think if I were to be betting on it, it would take me about give me a 24 pack, and I feel comfortable. It's not too far out of the realm where they're definitely making it right now. And if I'm hammered, I'm like, all right, I can roll.
Is that your go-to? Just a 24? Just give me a 24.
Dude, I crush. Just 24 down the hatch, right? Yeah, no. Give me a day of 24 crazier? And we're fine.
I know for a fact you're a Michelob drinker because they are the only people that usually have 24. Am I right?
No, 100%. 100%, dude.
I love Michelob. That's why
dude.
24 is a
24 is a good number, dude. It's the number you need.
30 rack.
No,
Athlete
24.
Only, we want 24 of the premium beers. That's crazy.
Exactly. That's an elite pull. That might be the best pull we've had, honestly.
Yeah, I knew it. Dude, the energy, I'm telling you, our bets are going to hit this weekend.
No, they got to. They're on fire.
Oh, and if you haven't seen these bets, go follow us at Pikkit Sports. Go download the app. Follow me and Gut. We post all our plays for free. I don't get why you wouldn't want to sweat these out with us, because if we haven't sold you, you're not betting this weekend, because that was the best sell job I've ever seen. The Tennessee Titans to run the tables with Will Levis and come back and make it to the AFC Championship, and he gets back Giudice.
Gets back Giudice might be the longest part of that.
Well, he just won the AFC Championship.
Listen, if that's the case, then you never know. I gotta say, to bet on it is diabolical. If I said 60 before, I gotta be around. I think 60 is a comfortable number for me to be toasted off. So I think 60 would be it. I just can't be standing, and I'll place that.
Wow, 60. So you're gonna need. Oh, yeah, 60. Yeah, the Michelob does round up to 60.
Listen,
62. You can only do 62 with Michelob.
Listen, we'll do 62. We'll rock with that. 62 and I'm down.
Last one, all right. Jason Derulo to be this year's Super Bowl halftime performer.
Jason Derulo. I was actually talking to my friend about how far a cliff he's fallen off of. That's ironic. That was 2 days ago I was talking about that. Well, he was great back in his prime, but nowadays, if I were to be betting on that, I'm going to say, give me a traditional, not Michelob 30 rack, and I think I'll be okay. There's no premium here, just a little dirty 30, and we'll get it done.
A little natural light pack?
Yeah, just a little dirty 30. We'll be rolling.
Wow. So every bet I pitch you most likely have to be blacked.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I'm just not getting behind. Listen, I'm a guy that likes plus money stuff, but those are plus millions. So maybe we'll do a little dibble dabble on it, but if I'm hammered, I'll definitely get behind most of them.
All right, last question for you, Gut, and we're going to close this thing out. We always do this thing where there is another man who is affiliated with Pikkit Sports. His name is Book It with Trent, and sometimes he's hot, sometimes he's not. So you need to give me one NBA team that you can guarantee will not win the NBA Finals, and if they do, you must tail Book It with Trent for a whole year. What is that team?
Well, by my reaction, I should say Sixers because of what I said earlier, but I'm not going to give you the Sixers. I'm going to give you my beloved team, the Hornets, who are... I've never had a good season. I've had playing seasons, but we've never... Since Kemba Walker was the last time I feel like I've felt joy. LaMelo's started to bring it back this year, but I don't think we have it quite yet. We definitely don't have the tools off the bench. Trey Mann is exciting, but nothing special here. So, yeah, it's just another poverty year for a poverty franchise that we just... never-ending pain on this side of the waters on the east side. So I think the Charlotte Hornets not going to win. If I had to lock that in to never tail Trent, I think I would do that.
There it is, Charlotte. If they win, you know what you have to do. Gut, tell us where we can follow you for more plays after this week because you're going to hit.
Yeah, listen, so you can tell me on Twitter's probably the most reliable. Obviously, Pickett at Nick Guthrie for both those. So just my name, NickGuthre. And that's how you put it on the paper. And you should see me. It will come up like my name, Gut, and all my plays will be on there. All my write-ups as well. So if you want all the numbers that I'm throwing at you real fast, and so you can see them in number form and typed out, they will all be written up and on those two places. Also on TikTok at Guts045. That's just the more just like me trying to motivate you to take these bets type of feel. But the numbers are on Twitter and Pickett.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Gut from Big Dogs Gotta Eat Sports, BDGE. Go follow them. He's going to win you so much money this weekend. I'm telling you. You want the Bitcoin for Christmas? It starts here. Are you down from last week? Good. Follow these picks, okay? I'm telling you, I can guarantee it. Maybe. Really can't guarantee it. But follow us on Pikkit Sports because we will be posting all our plays. And I promise you, we say this is our only bet this weekend. By 12 o'clock on college football Saturday, I already got 20 more plays going. And I'm
100%.
telling you, Nick's going to have them too. So
1,000.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Nick. That was incredible. And make sure to like, subscribe, and follow because this is where you're going to get your most shocking bets, but also some winners are hidden in here. So thank you so much, Nick. I will tell you on Monday when these hit, I'm tweeting you. Deal?
All right, deal.
We're going to Chili's.
I love Chili's. I'm in.
Who doesn't? That's a place of winners. And if we lose, we're gonna. I don't even know where we'll go. We'll go to Olive Garden. Olive Garden stinks.
That's tough. That's a tough hit.
Yeah. All right. We will see you guys after this weekend. We will update you on our plays. And as always, go follow Pikkit Sports. Follow this channel. And see you next week.